Hi guys! So this video is for the beginning orchestra and we're going to go over the A line in lightly row. And remember, your assignment this week is number 90 and 91. And in order to get a good grade in orchestra this week, you have to do your attendance question, you need to do your practice log, and you need to do your flip grid, which is either the A line that we're going over in this video or the B line, which we'll go over in another video. Take a look. So the first thing we notice is there's a lot going on. And you'll see that in here we have this A line on top and this B line on the bottom. And it looks weird. We're not used to seeing things like this. This is called a duet. And that means there are two different lines of music happening at the exact same time with either two different people or two different groups. So you'll notice the two different lines are connected by these big up and down bar lines. So that's showing you that the two lines happen at the same time. So if you're playing the top line, the A line, which is what we're going over today, and you get to the end of that line, you don't go to the B line. You jump down to the next A line, and you would just keep going until the end. Same if you were playing the B part, the bottom part. You would play, 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 and when you get to the end here, you jump down to the second B line. Just like in number 89 by Alum Cabbage Down, you either played the top line or the bottom line. And the top line, the A line, is our melody. The B line is a harmony, which adds to it. But today we're going to go over the A line, so let's take a look. In the very, very beginning, we already see we have a lot of eighth notes and quarter notes. I'm going to play the entire A line for you so that you can hear what it sounds like, what we're learning. And that way, as we go through it, you'll know what it's supposed to sound like. So this is both A lines of lightly row pizzicato. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And 1, and 2, 3, and 4. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. 3, 4. Next A line. And you might notice as I just went through it, there's a bunch of 4s. So that means we need to use pinky power. I think it's over all of the A's. There's even one hidden here. We start with a pinky power A because immediately after is F sharp, and that's on our D string. And remember, the point of pinky power is so that we're not crossing strings. We don't need to change our strings. We can just stay on one string. We don't have to worry about where our fingers are. So let's try this first measure together. You have pinky power A, F, F, G, E, E. And if you have your instrument out, try it with me. If not, when you do take your instrument out, try it with me then. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. And let's do that again. I'll go a little slower. Make sure you have your pinky for A. It's not open A. 3, and 4. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. And then in our next measure, you'll notice we're just walking up the scale. D, open D, one finger E, F sharp, G, pinky power A's. So measure 2, 3, and 4. And 1, and 2, and pinky, 3, and 4. And remember, for your pinky, you really need to stretch. You need a space so that it sounds like your open A. Otherwise, it's not the right note. Then we look at the third measure. and it is identical to the first measure. So we've already played that. And let's take a look at this last measure. We have open D, wrong string. We have open D, F sharp, pinky power A, pinky power A again, F sharp half note. So D, F, A, F sharp. So let's try the whole first line together. So from the beginning with pinky power. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and pinky 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and last measure 1 and pinky 3 4 1 and 2 and so good. We have now gone over the whole first line. Make sure you keep practicing it. I know it's a little challenging. There's a lot of switching, especially between the rhythms with our eighth notes and quarter notes, but you will get it. But now we are going to take a look at the second A line, right at this measure 5. So the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 notes are one finger E. Then you just have F sharp, G. Pretty easy. After that, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 F sharps, G, pinky power A. So let's just try that, measure 5 and measure 6. So we're on the second A line. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and F sharp. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Okay, good. And now let's take a look at the next measure. That measure looks very familiar. A, F sharp, G, E, E. Wonder where we've seen it already. Oh yeah, the beginning. At measure 3, we saw it right here, and we saw it there. So we know this measure, we're pro. And then our last measure, we've got D, F sharp, pinky A, open D. So it's very similar to this measure, D, F sharp, pinky power A, F sharp. But here we have D, E, F sharp, pinky power A, open D. So that's the only difference, is that last note. So really it's just these two measures you gotta get, and then you'll learn the whole thing. So now, let's try the whole entire song. So if you have your instrument, try it with me. Do your best. And come back to this video, watch it again. So yeah, this is all of the A line of Lightly Row. And remember, we start with pinky power A. Every single note you're playing should be on your D string. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4 pinky, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Next line, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And so that's the whole A line of Lightly Row. Practice it pizzicato, plucking first until you get really well. And once you feel more confident, pick up your bow. Try it with your bow. And remember, for your flip grid, you either need to do this A line or the B line, and just do your best. I don't expect them to be perfect. But that was the A line, so now you have time to go practice, and then you can go do your flip grid. Again, either the A line or the B line, and be on the lookout for a video for the B line. So I hope you guys are doing well, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.